What's up, you guys, and welcome back to another episode of Rob Sports Center. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Oh, I thought that was a little cool, but this has been a long-awaited video. Now, I plan on doing another video about this, but I want to drop another video, but I want to be able to dive a little deeper into it. But the topic of the conversation, obviously, you guys know by the title, is Patrick Mahomes overrated? So obviously, this is not going to be like a diagnosis of the game last night between the Broncos and the Chiefs. We seen the Chiefs won. I'm not going to really break that down, but I'm gonna address some of the questions that I've been hearing floating around. So I was talking to my buddy, a good buddy of mine, yesterday, and actually I want to talk. He texted me in the game, and he was like, the Chiefs doesn't have any offense outside of Travis Kelce. Now, I will say this. I will agree with that because Travis Kelce has been getting predominantly majority of the targets. And then if you go back and look at the game that they lost, Travis Kelce didn't play. All other games that they won, Travis Kelce did play. Now, obviously, the thing that I do like about Mahomes is I look at Mahomes as more like a Drew Brees type quarterback. Not in comparison, I'm just saying like how they evenly distribute the ball. You know what I mean? So you had a lot of people. So if you jump back to last year, everybody said what? Tyreek Hill's going to the Miami Dolphins. Patrick Mahomes won't be the same. So Patrick Mahomes comes out there. First year without Tyreek Hill. First year without him. He has one of the best seasons of his career. Without who you guys say he couldn't win without. Has one of the best seasons of his career. Goes to a Super Bowl. Wins a Super Bowl. So then, after he done that, now I have everybody saying, well, we know who the it factor was. It wasn't Tyreek Hill, it was Travis Kelce. Now, obviously, yeah, Travis Kelce is a dog, man. We can't take that away from him. Like my buddy always say, Travis Kelce really is a Hall of Famer still playing football. Realistic. I think he's 34 too, and the way it's looking like he's slowing down no time soon. But my thing is this, it's starting to irritate me because if you look back, when Mahomes first hit the scene, he hit the scene and he took the scene by storm because didn't nobody really know who he was at the time. And you had a lot of people that were supporting him. Patrick Mahomes this, Patrick Mahomes that. And, he's taking over after the Brady era. And it's like you had a lot of people that was, pulling for him. But when you have repetitive success, you start to have people wanting to see you fall and wanting to see you fall terribly. So he went from being hyped up. I'm not saying hyped up, but he went from being loved and supported to being, hated and crucified to a certain extent. That's how I feel about it because every time you talk to not a Kansas City fan, but a football fan, somebody's throwing shade at Mahomes. And this is what I always do. Numbers don't lie. In 5 years, I think this is going to be his 6th year, 5 years, 3 Super Bowls he's been to. Won 2 of them. The one he lost was to Tom Brady. We're not going to excuse it. I'm just saying I had to throw that out there. So he's went to 3 Super Bowls, won 2. How many MVPs have he won? I think 2 MVPs. What more does this dude have to do? And for people to really give him his just dues, because I got to thinking about it, right? I never hear, I want to see if Tom Brady can be good without Gronkowski. I want to see if Tom Brady can be good without Randy Moss. I want to see if Tom Brady can be good without Wes Walker. I want to see if Tom Brady can be good without Deion Branch. I never heard anybody say any of that. I want to see if Tom Brady can be good without a top 10 defense, rushing and passing every single year. I never heard any of that. All of a sudden, now you have Tom Brady. Even the same thing with Peyton Manning. I want to see if Peyton Manning can be good without Reggie Wayne. I want to see if Peyton Manning can be good without Jeff Saturday. I want to see if Peyton Manning can be good without Marvin Harrison. I want to see if Peyton Manning can be good without Dallas Clark. You see what I'm saying? You never heard that, but all of a sudden now with Mahomes, you say, I want to see if he can be good without Tyreek Hill. He come out there and win a Super Bowl. Okay, I want to see if he can be good without Travis Kelce. Y'all are putting unrealistic expectations on this man because y'all are expecting this man to be good. Y'all want him to be good with absolutely nothing. And that's no disrespect to none of the Kansas City wide receivers at this particular time. Kansas City, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, Kadarius Toney, Sky Moore. No disrespect to none of those cats, man. Those cats are all good. Like I always say, you don't make it to the NFL by accident. You know what I mean? you done something worthy of you getting there. Now the question is, are you going to stay? That's the big question. But you don't make it there by accident. I don't give it. I want to stop cussing, man. I want to be kid friendly. But you don't get there by accident. I don't give a darn how the situation goes. You know what I mean? What happens when you get there is between you and your whatever. That's between you, really. At the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. But I'm not understanding this. Like, y'all want to be able to just go pick up somebody from Foot Locker or say, hey, Robert, you want to come try out? Yes, sir. You made the team. For real? Yeah. And you want him to go out there with me and go out there and put up 50 touchdowns, get to a Super Bowl, get to a playoffs, win 5 or 6 games. It's like everything. It's like they keep putting stuff together to see if he's going to be good. Like I said, once again, if we're going to go to the current players, I don't ever hear this about Josh Allen. I want to see if he can be good without Stephon Diggs, Gabe Davis, or, the defense. I don't hear that about Joe Burrow. I want to see if he can be good without T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, or, their defense is pretty. But it's like he's the only person I hear this stuff from. That's the only one. And I understand that, like they say, if you don't have people hating you or disliking you, then that means you're doing something wrong. And that shows me that Patrick Mahomes is doing a numerous amount of things right, man, because, like I said, I'm a Mahomes fanboy. I'm going to be honest with you. I am. But I call it spade for spade. Mahomes is a great quarterback. Now, does Travis Kelce play a role in his success? Obviously. Does Andy Reid play a role in his success? Obviously. Everybody, in order for you to win a Super Bowl, everybody has to execute collectively. Like, I heard Dion say when they was asking him about upcoming game they had. If I'm not mistaken, it might have been the USC game. And he was in a interview, and he was just saying, man, we need to focus on winning our individual matchups, right? So, receiver, they going to be playing you on man-to-man coverage. We need you to beat man-to-man coverage. We need you to show them that y'all going to have to switch this up or we're going to eat you alive the whole game. You see what I'm saying? Offensive line, if we gonna be trying to establish a run game early, I'm gonna need y'all getting a push so we can go forward. Like, everybody has to play a part. I'm not gonna ever sit there and say that Patrick Mahomes is the only reason why Kansas City is successful as they are, because Kansas City was never a bad team prior to him getting there through the Andy Reid and Alex Smith era. They was always a team that was competing. I'm not gonna just sit there and say they was overexceeding like they doing now, but they always was a team that competed. It wasn't no week to week situation where okay, they losing this week. They always had a shot regardless of who they was playing. But it's starting to frustrate me, man, because it's like we got to be realistic about the scenarios. You know what I mean? I understand what you guys are saying, but this man is that good to y'all want to see him just go out there and just have random people and expect to get the same results. I mean, like, come on, man. Like, I mean, that's what irritates me. You know what I mean? It's like the man he's good. We can't take that away from him. He's good. Now, is he the best quarterback of all time? Absolutely not. He's only been in the league, 5-6 years? It's not enough. That's not enough time to sit there and say if he's going to be the best of all time, because he could be on fire for 5 years and the next 5 years be, kind of barely staying afloat. So it's hard to dictate is he a Hall of Famer or if he's going to be the best or one of the best. Just if you're going based off those 5 years, then yeah. But like I say, who knows what the next 5 years hold? We really don't know that. We don't know if Andy Reid might get an opportunity somewhere else and he want to venture out. We just never know. He might decide he want to retire. So obviously, when you go through regime changes that big, I mean, then another thing too is like if you look at the team from the year before last, with Tyreek Hill and all those guys, and you look at the team after that, and then you go back and look at the team this year, the fact that these guys have had that many switches and they're still playing to the level that they're playing, I mean, that speaks volumes to not only just Patrick Mahomes, but to Andy Reid. So, everybody who's a part of that success. But that's what this video was about. And it's like I say, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, Sky Moore, Kadarius Toney. And let me read to you what Mahomes' season stats look like at this particular time. 1,593 passing yards on the season, 11 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, passer rating of 95.7. Now, I'm going to end it off with this. Now, check this out. I'm going to end it off with that, right? I just said that. See the stats. I said that. I'm going to end it off with this. The Kansas City Chiefs, 5-1. Look at what I just named as far as that. The receivers. Now, I will say this too before I get into this. The Chiefs defense have been playing some ball this year. They have. I kind of was checking them out when they was playing the Vikings, and I was seeing how L'Jarius Sneed was out there really working with, JJ. That ain't no easy job, and I seen that boy out there handling his business. Shout out to L'Jarius Sneed. He's from LA Tech. If you guys don't know, I'm from Ruston, Louisiana, and that's where LA Tech is located. So now we're gonna go to this. Kansas City, 5-1. What I just said. Buffalo Bills, 3-2. Josh Allen has Stephon Diggs, Gabe Davis, Knox, and they got a pretty decent running back. Cincinnati Bengals. No disrespect to none of these guys. I'm fans of all these guys. 2-3. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Joe Burrow. Miami Dolphins. 4-1. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle. The two fast running backs I've seen. If I'm not mistaken, somebody told me that they got Claypool. I don't know. That might have been fake news. If it is, let me know, Rob. You tripping? That was fake. My bad, man. Baltimore Ravens, 3-2. I ain't gonna, talk because I understand with Lamar's situation. And the Cleveland Browns, 2-2. So obviously, for them to be 5-1 compared to what they got receiver wise, compared to them other teams I just named, somebody's doing something right. But like I said, man, I wasn't going to dive too much, and I wanted to kind of just touch on that. Now, if you guys want me to get deeper, I will get deeper. Trust me, that's what this is all about. Just let me know in the comment section how deep you want to get. And I'll see y'all in the next episode of Rob's Sports Center. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.